Hi, Virgo. This is your tarot reading for January 2020. And, um, hmm, I'm sorry. I'm getting messages. I'm getting told that you need to, be willing to take action in the physical world, material world, trusting in yourself, overcoming anxieties about self. Actually, in the physical world, take action and make changes. But I am definitely getting throat chakra and third eye communication. I feel like throat chakra, third eye, and crown. This is how you imagine, how you view, how you choose to see the image of things. And are you seeing them short? Are you not seeing them at a high enough version, a high enough vibrational frequency, a high enough version is what I'm getting. This is about honor, ethics, moral, spiritual truths, soulful truths, communication, creativity, your personal interests, your pursuit of pleasure, coming into new level of truth and a creative expression. And how you communicate it within the relationships that you're part of. This has a lot to do with your higher self. Your higher self is your ninth house for me, and Uranus goes direct the same day as the the lunar eclipse on the 10th of January. And that's the bull. And for me, this is independence, individuality, uniqueness, freedom, self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, liberation with higher self, higher urges, higher ethics, higher morals. Coming out, taking action, presenting its self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, its creative expression to these relationships, and coming into a higher version of self is really what I'm getting right now. Stepping into a higher self-image, not like in a narcissistic or self-centered way, but starting to come into believing higher and better about yourself. More spiritual truth and spiritual awareness, which will actually, maybe because accidentally is coming out of my mouth, may have already started to happen, but it's going to catapult a change. It's kind of, I feel like you're kind of stumbling over yourself and coming into yourself on the trip and fall over yourself in a form. Virgo. Who wants to speak for Virgo? I moved some things around, and apparently they are not necessarily agreeing with me with my adjusting. Virgo. Yeah. Anybody else for Virgo? Yeah, for some reason you're coming up. We'll start off with you. And if we need to do more cards, then we will. This is my Zodiac deck. So, what does Virgo need to hear about its platform? What does Virgo need to hear about the platform for January? Virgo. I was thinking higher mind is what was coming into my head. And then everything's scattered. So this may really be speaking about you really questioning and over doubting the crap out of yourself right off the bat. I mean, you may be really picking yourself apart. You may be deep in your emotions. You may be deep in your inner emotional security. But this is exactly what's meant to happen. I hate it when they say you're exactly where you're meant to be or you're exactly in the right place. But with the energies that are going on, like I said, let me double check something. I always keep it close in case I need to. Virgo. Yeah, your 5th house is Capricorn for you. And there's so many planets here, which is your creative expression. But that explains why Cancer is coming up. Because Cancer, for one, is directly across from it. It's what's in opposition. And it's speaking to you about your inner emotional security. Because for me, the crab, Cancer, never comes at things direct. It always comes things from a sideways direction. And this is overanalyzing and picking yourself apart in your inner emotional security, your personal foundations, your home, the home of you as well as the home, the very roots of self. You may be picking yourself apart, like I was saying. Cancer wants to nourish the situation, but it also needs to be nurtured at the very same time. It's needy, but it also wants to love the situation and make it better. Gemini, exactly. 2 sides of everything. I feel like you're fighting yourself. And Gemini for me is Jekyll and Hyde. And I really feel scattered, Jekyll and Hyde. And it makes sense. Your inner emotional security feels like it's being split. Your self feels like it's being split. And that's because you're coming into a new level of higher ascension. And Gemini is, when I say Jekyll and Hyde, one side of the twins is emotions. Jekyll and Hyde for me is emotions. One side is all emotions. No logic. Forget the logic. Just emotions and where it emotionally takes you. And then there's the logic without any spiritual truth, without any emotional baggage, emotional attachment, emotional connection. One is all logic, all science, all scientific, and let's map this out. And one is all emotions, one or the other. They're never both on. It's just one or the other. And then coming into the need of being nurtured as well as nurturing. This is the inner emotional security, starting to doubt. You're starting to question, trying to figure out where it is going is what I feel like I'm getting. Now, this is my sacred symbols deck, sacred knowledge deck. Tell me about Virgo for the month of January. What's the platform for January for Virgo? The platform for Virgo. You need to first understand you create your own reality. And if you are in scattered movement, if you're in Jekyll and Hyde, you're creating both at the same time. You're bouncing like a pinball machine, or I just feel like it's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And this is what they're saying. This is called Out Beyond Orion, but this is saying you create your own reality. And I'm getting self-deception because of mind illness, like that scattered talking. You're fighting yourself instead of nurturing yourself. Virgo. Give me more on the platform for Virgos. More on the platform for Virgo for January. Invoking the infinite. This is healing self, healing others, healing hands. This is coming into your healer. Your healer, yeah, well, that makes sense. As we come into new gifts, new spiritual truths, new higher understandings, we do kind of ping pong back and forth and back and forth. Our vibrations within ourselves kind of, sometimes you even feel like you may levitate because it's like, and that is the lower vibrations trying to find their way out of you. And the heat comes in typically as we come into our healing energies. So this is, learning that you're creating your own reality, learning that you're going back between Jekyll and Hyde, learning that you're coming into new levels of your own spiritual truths, your spiritual roots, your inner emotional security, your creative expression, and finding the healer from within. Or there might be healers in your life that you are finding that are helping also take you under their wing, help point you in the right direction. But this is definitely a healing time. It just feels like you're having trouble understanding it, and that's normal, really, honestly, it is. You may be needing to view. This is actually the owl, the raven, yin and yang, but it's coming in upside down. So you're not in yin and yang. Like I said, you're bouncing off of each other like the ping pong. And this is saying you need to seek a new, a different, a higher perspective of the image, of the view of life, of spirituality. You're thinking too low. That's why I was saying in the beginning, it feels too short. You're thinking too low. They're asking you to rise. This is definitely telling you this time you're definitely growing because you're not ready to rise. You still feel unprepared. You're regrouping. You feel a little blindsided by the situation. And this is just saying you're taking time. You're taking time to realize that you are that powerful, that you are the healer within you. And this is taking time to get it right because you're not quite prepared. You're not quite ready. You don't quite yet believe in yourself and this energy. And that's going to keep you from moving forward. Might be feeling a little stagnant as you're coming through this. I am getting starry dreams. Pay attention to the messages you are receiving. Trust in the higher self. All right, let's see where this takes you for up close and personal relationships. Up close and personal relationships for Virgo. And I wanted to say Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a free thinker. It is definitely connected to freedom. It is definitely connected to the spiritual higher self. It is also the original home for Jupiter, and that is the higher self. So this is definitely connecting you right back to getting in touch with you and what you truly desire, which your higher self is trying to lead you to. Up close and personal, I'm getting the Kabbalah, the tree of life, self-actualization and growth, intuitive and self-liberation within these relationships right now. And if you're not receiving that, then obviously they're not the right relationships for you. But I'm feeling what I'm getting is out of control. Like I said, I've said the whole time, I felt like a ping pong, like it's out of control. I'm getting, these are the relationships you should be going towards, but you're not feeling that. I don't feel that you're feeling that right now because they're out of control. They're not necessarily supporting you. They're not really giving you your self-realization, growth, self-exploration, or intuitive truths. You're not trusting in them. They're feeling like they're not necessarily healthy for you. Up close and personal relationships. And that's probably because things need to change or people need to be left behind. I'm sorry, I'm getting that across the board left and right. There's a lot where people just need to be left behind. Sorry, but and what was I saying? Sagittarius, Pluto, and fire is what's coming out. Sagittarius is, that higher self energy. Pluto is resurrection energy. It is death, decay, and destruction for renewal, rebirth, and regeneration. Resurrection, soul fire. If this is not what you are finding within these relationships, then they're the freaking wrong ones. Okay? This is about you coming into, adventurous energy, taking a chance, going out and finding the higher self, being expressive of who and what you are, reclaiming it, taking that rebirthing and allowing yourself to find your true spirit, and then finding the fire. If these relationships are not being supported by these things, then they're not meant to be there. This is about you finding yourself, a new level of self, and being supported. I'm getting death, being supported. There are people that are not supporting you and truly getting where you need to get, and that needs to come to an end. It's that simple. At least for the ones that I am picking up. I'm getting liberation again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Connected far beyond 3D. This is shifting consciousness, unity, and honor. Like I said, you are either getting rid of unhealthy up close and personal relationships, or you are definitely finding new ones that are supporting you. And you already know which relationships, up close and personal relationships they are, and if they are healthy or not. You're just, whether you're in denial or not, you already know it. Searching for and creating harmony, or in the need of it. And that's what I was just saying before I even flipped this card over. So, definitely, it's already taking you in a new direction. Ground self, allow Mother Earth, connect to Earth, to her heart, to her energy, to her, and allow her to help mature you. Take some time outside. Give yourself some love. This is, like I said, nurturing yourself, not just others. Nurturing yourself at this time. Communication from the heart to your loved ones, your home, your heart, yourself, and you may need to call in the four corners. This is connecting to your truth, to your higher self, and bringing it down from above into you and into your life, and actually allowing that to change. Like I said, I feel like you're kind of in a stagnant place, but this stagnant place is helping you move forward. If you're in denial, it's going to take longer. Libra, this is not about loving others or others more than yourself. This is about true balance, for judgment to truthfully come out and be made. All right, tell me what is going on in dreams, hopes, ambitions. Dreams, hopes, ambitions, finances. Dreams, hopes, ambitions, finances. Right back to that emotional water card. This is definitely either you're allowing the waters to run over you, or you're allowing the waters to heal you. And it is your choice. What you allow it to do. You need to set proper rules, walls, and boundaries in order to get to those very dreams, ambitions, hopes, desires, as well as financial success. Like I said, you don't want to let the emotions run away with you right now. You can honor your emotions. And I say it all the time. when I get angry, my vibrations seem to be at their highest. Not because I'm a bad person, but because I'm not lying to myself anymore. Understanding your emotions are one of the most important things. Because they have key cliff notes that can help you really take yourself in brand new directions, but you have to know how to understand them. See, chaotic energy, seeking perspective again. And I'm getting water and Saturn. You're allowing the emotions to run away with you. You need to set proper rules, walls, and boundaries again, with the people, places, and things that are in your energy, that are going either towards or against you achieving your hopes, your goals, your dreams, your ambitions, and bringing you into financial success. If you are setting proper rules, walls, and boundaries and making it in healthy forms, it will help you get there faster. Because you're just going in the same old loop. You need a new perspective. You need to start seeing things from a higher level. Again, this is stop being so short. Stop seeing things from a short vision. This is asking you to rise. Scorpio. For me, Scorpio is death, is birth, death, and rebirth. It is resurrection. This is asking you to find the time to believe in yourself and to resurrect into the true phoenix that you are. And with that, it's going to take you in all the brand new directions, but it's only going to do it when you get right with your inner communication with yourself, your higher self, and that self-expression. And then you put that into that outer community in those relationships. But it must start from within. I love you guys. Bye.